In the year 2023, a dark silhouette appearing in the sky pointed to an unknown planet. Astronomers and scientists worldwide had noticed this threat in advance. But the elites were keeping this terrifying reality hidden from the public. A group of independent researchers decided to seize and decipher the secret information. Earth was vulnerable to this approaching disaster, unbeknownst to its inhabitants. However, scientists, leaders, and the wealthy were secretly working to build their private shelters. When the day arrived, the threat named Planet X caused panic as it approached Earth. The sky darkened, people looked at each other with concern, and leaders sought refuge in their secure zones. The elites had consciously concealed this truth, leaving people unprepared. As Planet X disrupted the atmosphere, natural disasters began, shaking the Earth with tsunamis, earthquakes, and flames threatening humanity's existence. However, leaders were focused on surviving in their secure zones. After the catastrophe, Earth was left desolate. Yet, some people had managed to survive. Societies emerged from underground shelters and started coming together. These rebels were determined to resist a new order established by the elites. Humanity began moving towards a rebuilding phase after the disaster. The rebels united to create a fair world. Over time, with solidarity and unity, people learned from the destruction brought by Planet X and constructed a new future. This story depicts the resilience, hope, and collective overcoming of challenges by humanity. The threat of Planet X united people and led to a new beginning. With the approach of Planet X, the wrath of nature engulfed Earth. Tsunamis swallowed coastlines, earthquakes hollowed the ground, and flames consumed everything. Humanity helplessly could not withstand these natural disasters. The secrecy of the leaders left millions of people unprepared for these life-threatening disasters. After the disaster, the surface of Earth fell into a dreadful silence. The sky was filled with emptiness instead of the light of the stars. However, those who survived in underground shelters began searching for a glimmer of hope beyond the darkness. People came together to build a new world. However, this time, it was without the pressure of the elites but with the goal of establishing a just society. The rebuilding process was shaped by solidarity and equality. Humanity was determined to create a fair, sustainable, and equality-based world. Rebuilding not only addressed infrastructure but also the mental and emotional health of individuals. The trauma brought by the disaster had shaken the mental balance of people. Yet, communities supporting each other in this challenging process discovered the power of solidarity. The rebuilding process included not only the distribution of material resources, but also fundamental elements such as education, health, and justice. Communities came together to overcome the challenging conditions created by Planet X, striving to build a world that is more just, sustainable, and equality-focused. Humanity turned this challenging period after the disaster into a transformation and learning process. The destructive effects of Planet X tested the resilience and trust of people. However, the result of this test was a new beginning where humanity demonstrated its ability to come together for a common goal of creating a more just, sustainable, and human-centered world. In the rebuilding process, the understanding of leadership also changed. Transparent and participatory governance was now embraced, free from the elite's secrecy. People gained the right to determine their own destiny and influence societal decisions more than ever. Education became one of the cornerstones of this new world. Equality of access to knowledge was ensured to maximize the potential of every individual. Efforts were made to foster individuals who encourage creativity, question, and think. This approach aimed not only to improve individuals' lives but also to positively impact the entire society. Sustainability was a focal point of the rebuilding process. Living in harmony with nature and adopting eco-friendly technology would make humanity more resilient and prepared against the destructive effects of Planet X. Renewable energy sources and waste management were among the principles adopted to leave a clean environment for future generations. Justice emerged as one of the fundamental values of this new world. An ideal society was envisioned where every individual had equal rights regardless of race, gender, language, or social class. The justice system aimed to defend everyone's rights based on principles of honesty and transparency. The destruction caused by Planet X served as both a warning and an opportunity for humanity. People discovered their interdependence and the power of solidarity, symbolizing humanity's ability to come together to create a fair, sustainable, and human-centered world. The rebuilding process's critical elements included preserving cultural diversity. People celebrated the richness and diversity of different cultures, focusing on learning from each other and coexisting. Language and traditions became unifying elements based on mutual understanding and respect in this new world. In this process, science and technology had to be shared fairly and used for the common good of humanity. New energy sources, clean water, food production methods, and medical advancements were utilized to improve everyone's quality of life. Guided by science, humanity found solutions to the problems brought by Planet X. During the rebuilding process, a people-centric economic model was adopted. Social responsibility became a fundamental principle in the business world. Companies aimed not only for profit but also to fulfill responsibilities to society and the environment. Income inequality was reduced, workers' rights were strengthened, and a fair economic system accessible to everyone was established. The rebuilding process reflected humanity's increased emphasis on universal values and human rights. Tolerance, empathy, and understanding became the foundations of societies. People, becoming more sensitive and respectful towards each other, became the architects of this new world. In conclusion, the destructive effects of Planet X served as both a warning and an opportunity for humanity. This challenging process showcased people coming together for collaborative efforts towards a common goal. The rebuilt world became a symbol of a fair, sustainable, and human-centered future.